My name is HW.
Hey, I'm the Suze.
Suze, these are the profiles of my dreams.
I love it.
Some people.
What does it mean, HW?
I used to say favorite. Oh, this is my favorite profile.
Yeah.
People didn't like that. These are now the profiles of my dreams.
Uh-huh.
Actually, this is the Liquid Dreams pack.
Yep.
You know, and no, that's not a dirty joke. These are awesome, awesome profiles. But here's the thing. We have this liquid profiling thing now. Mm-hmm. And I think what's most valuable about it is that we have these different EQ controls, and that gets you different things. But the gain knob interaction and the what's the thing? The cap, the bright cap.
Right.
That
Yeah.
really yields some interesting things. So I have been looking through my collection, looking at all sorts of different amps that we had liquid profile models for. And we've been doing those.
Yep.
And we did Liquid American 1, Liquid American 2,
Yeah. British.
Liquid British. This is Liquid Dream, and here's why. I have some amps that I'm like, that's like an AC30, but it's better.
Okay.
That's like a Marshall, but it's
Right. Yeah.
maybe not better, but different.
Uh-huh.
And so I went, all right, here's two of my favorite amps, like of all time, and maybe of all time.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
for
these
sure.
are all, like they're. I would tell anyone these are two of the best boutique.
Yeah.
And anyway, amps we've done before, but never as liquid stuff. And I thought, let's make it liquid, and let's see what happens. And so interesting. I mean, it just sounds great, and you can do a lot with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
So, okay, check this out. That is that was BC 12AX7 LPM R121.
These names are ridiculous.
They're getting ridiculous. This is the amp. This is the channel. It's a 12AX7 channel. LP. I guess I don't need to put that in, but I just want people to see it.
Yeah.
M is the speaker. R121 is the mic.
Gotcha.
Okay. But look, we don't even need. Let's just get rid of that R121 because when you don't see a mic, it means it's two mics blended together.
Okay.
Okay. Here's just the normal one. Play that, and I'm going to show you some tweaks.
And what are the two mics?
This one is an R121, a Royer 121, and an SM545.
Okay.
And this is going through some APIs.
Gotcha. Okay.
So using the AC30 model here, using the top boost. Why? Because that's kind of what this channel is like. Is it the exact same? No. But does it have these same controls? Yes. So I have the cut here at 2. This is where I chose to kind of profile it, right? So let me add a little more on that cut, and let's brighten it up. Now this is, so I'm actually cutting less. I'm
Right.
taking away less high end. So here's the maximum amount of presence you can get. Dude,
It's bright.
it's bright.
It's twangy.
To me,
Yeah.
that's as much as you're going to need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bright, twangy enough or on a telly, that's the sound, right?
Yeah.
You can bring that back, right? And this is super useful. Does this cut work exactly like the BC30? Not at all. Suze, the BC30 is wired the opposite way. The cut, this would be
That's
the brightest,
right, yeah.
right? This would be, and I ran into this profiling it.
Yeah.
In fact, you came over and I had to redo a bunch of profiles because I was
Yeah.
like, Suze, I made a mistake.
Gotta get that cut knob right.
Because
Yeah.
they, a lot of times people say the cut knob is counterintuitive. It works the opposite way.
Yeah.
Well, they fixed that. Try this. Super dark.
So this is on the dark side of the cut now.
Darkest you could get. Right?
It's really dark.
Right. It's like that's in there. But that's the thing about these new liquid profiles. Like, is it usable? I guess.
Yeah. What does it sound like straight up? So this is like.
Yeah, straight up. So here's like just in the middle. I'd call that a mellow high end.
Yeah.
But you're working with a bright guitar.
Yeah.
So what a nice match.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you got a darker guitar, maybe not the best. Or maybe you want to move it around.
Right.
That's the great thing. And
Kemper users rejoice. The cut knob is back.
in some ways, right? Some of these controls are the controls of our dreams. Because how many times have I heard people say, the answer is a lot. I'll just tell you the answer before I get to the question. But the question would be, how many times have I heard people say, oh, this is too dark? And then the next comment is, gosh, these are too bright. You know what I mean? Like, too
Hard to figure it out. Yeah.
Too spicy, not spicy
Yeah,
enough.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
what's the salsa going to be?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but we're on the 12AX7. Here's a couple things I like doing. Because we're a little bit away from authenticity, right?
Is this where the dreams come in? Because you can't get this in real life.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah. But what's really awesome is I've got this thing. It sounds like the Bad Cat. Now I can clean this up. And try that. I'm going to clean it up. And
this is also the beauty of Liquid Profiles here with the gain cleaning up. Way better than before,
Yeah, hang on. Way better is like, here's what I'm realizing now from having these Liquid Profiles. We have all these amps that the gain knobs work in all these different ways. And we had one way the Kemper could work.
Yeah.
Which I think also explains why sometimes we might be saying, cleans up, that sounds like the amp. And other times people are like, it doesn't sound like the amp. Because what if there's no bright cap, or there is a bright cap, or the bright cap is this value or that value, and the Kemper's just taking kind of up and down the gain that it hears and going up and down. But so much as that affects the EQ of the amp, it would or would not be accurate. So what's all, who cares? It sounds good. You know what I mean? Like all that, we could say all that, but in the end of the day, it's like, does it sound good?
It's working, yeah.
It sounds great. And this is why I think having this sound and then being able to just clean it up like this.
Same profile, just cleaned up.
Same profile. To me, not a hint of that mid-range compression that people say is there with the Kemper.
Totally.
Which I've heard too, but something about the way the gain control responds now with some of these is really open-y. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
I feel like it's not at all... it doesn't feel closed up at all. It feels nice and bright and open. And I can crank this like big up. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's one profile.
And it changes the way you're going to deal with it, because it's
really cool.
It changes the way I would like suggest you dial stuff in, because now I don't know like what's a clean, what's a dirty.
Right.
It's up to you. Here, I'll give you this thing dirty. Here's the Match Chief LP. Look, I'm going to come in. All these are just straight up.
Yeah.
So this is the amp straight up. I haven't done anything to it.
Yeah.
I could, I like a little bit of clarity. Try that. Okay, now watch this. Roll this all the way up. Try. To me, that second sound is a lot more balanced. The bass comes up.
Yeah,
all the other things come up.
Yeah.
The high end is not so pokey outy, right?
Yeah.
This is like one of the huge differences now, where we're back to like, okay, amp of our dreams, but is it a perfect dream?
Right, yeah.
Right? Don't let it turn into a nightmare. You don't want your tone to turn into a nightmare. So why? Why does it change? Okay, now this, how's this sound to you? Like, critique it.
Was
there
that the
anything
first
wrong
one?
with? Same profile. I just turned it down.
Yeah, I mean, that brightness, a little brittle. Yeah.
Why? Because when you have a bright cap, the more you turn the gain down, the more high end the bright cap adds in. If you turn that amp to 10, the bright cap's really not doing anything.
Okay.
It's adding in high end so that you don't have a muffled clean sound.
For clarity or whatever, yeah.
So we can come in here. We could darken it, but we could also take our bright cap and bring that bright cap down, way down. What's that sound like? I haven't moved the gain, by the way.
Right, it's just the bright cap, yeah.
Sounds like more low end to me.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but really it's that the high end has like mellowed out.
Yeah.
I could turn this all the way off. I'm not making this up in my head, right? You hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like noticeable.
I also have a question about the clarity on and off, like how that would affect it as well.
Sure, we can turn the clarity off. Clarity's pretty subtle at that, but yeah, try it.
So where's the bright cap at
No
now?
clarity. I haven't changed the bright cap.
Okay.
It's just bright cap's at 0.
Okay.
So this is like darker. Now turn it up.
I dig that already.
Right.
Yeah.
Turn it up to back up to high and so what the bright cap is doing, I should make a whole other video just on this.
Yeah.
What the bright cap is doing is adding in high end at the lower gain ranges. To me, these two sounds just sound like the exact same sound EQ wise, just clean and dirty.
Totally.
Like play that clean one more time. That just sounds like you added gain and nothing else.
Yeah, that's
and
incredible.
that's what's cool about it, right?
Yeah.
Without the clarity. But if you want that full bright plexi thing, bright cap at 10. If you want the in-between jumpered thing, bright cap here. So now we have there's like another gain control here that you can it's like the real amp. It's like you're dreaming of the real best plexi you ever heard. You know what I'm saying?
And again, use these controls if you want them. Don't if you don't want them.
If you don't.
Yeah, it's just more options.
Now combine that. Go, okay, I like this R121 because it rolls off some of the high end in a way I like. But let me roll this down and let me see how my high end works, because now I've got a lot of high end from making this clean. Try that. So, a little too bright for me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it probably depends on the
Depends on the
context.
guitar,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to take that bright cap down, and let's pretend that now it's like a jumpered thing. It's at 5 now. And I've got the R121 there, which hopefully rolls off some high end.
Right.
No bright cap at all.
Totally, yeah.
It's a way to affect the high end, but it's not.
Yeah, treble or
It's not
presence.
this.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like
it
nothing
takes off the
left,
presence, or it takes off the presence. Super
Right.
present.
Watch your ears.
Gosh, it's too much already. You know.
Yeah.
So
That's cool. It's an alternate approach to getting at a certain frequency or a certain...
yeah, and it's control over something that doesn't exist right now. There's not a Match Chief one, and there's not an AC30, but it has, these amps can now have this sort of that open nature and the control that I think is great about these. So these are the profiles of my dreams, and there's some free ones in the email.
Check out the free ones.
Yeah,
like,
check
seriously.
out they're good.
Yeah,
They're good. I haven't even decided which ones I put in there yet, but they're good.
And there's nothing to lose.
No, what do you have to lose? Sign up. Sign up, and they're in the emails. I've been HW.
I've been Suze.
Let's get lunch, man.